Most women don't have a lot of options. Sharp Game coming at you with another episode from ChooseYourRelationships.com. Offer a Boss Life Secrets, which can be found on Amazon.com. And P.S. and by the way, like this video, share this video, click that little bell below. That way, when I come online, you won't miss out on any new videos. So I got this. It's kind of long email from a guy that's been following me on my Patreon for some time now, and he said, I'm gonna paraphrase it. He said he's been talking to this girl for like a year or two, and she's started, all of a sudden talking this tough talk about how she feels like she can do better. I can do bad by myself, and all that type of talk. Like she's missing out on something. Like the grass is green on the other side. I think most people have heard this type of talk before. If you live long enough, you ran into a woman that maybe she didn't express it verbally, but in your mind, you kind of know she was kind of thinking that she was better than you, or she could do better than you, based on the superficial aspects of her life. Education, cars, clothes, jewelry, where she lives. And most of that stuff has nothing to do with, in regards to a guy settling down with her, getting married to her, having a family with her. Most guys don't, that's not the determining factor if he's gonna wife her up. Most guys don't date like that. We don't like go out here and be like, hey, I'm looking for a woman that's well educated, that works at Bank of America, that drives a Beamer, that got nice jewelry. Most guys don't think like that. Women, on the other hand, a lot of them do. Those things don't value guys. It's not a lot of value in the car you drive, from a guy's point of view. Now, there's some shallow guys out here. There's some guys that want the woman with the banging body from head to toe, the woman that went to Ivy League college, the woman that hangs in certain circles or whatever. But they're not looking to settle with a woman like that. They're just looking to play. Just like there's some women that she might got a high-paying job in the workforce, and she'll say, "Oh, okay, I'm looking for a man that's very similar. That's in a good position in the company. He's making 80,000, 100,000, whatever." That guy's not looking for you. That guy's not. The guy that with a high-paying salary is not, and got a maybe he's a corporate dude, executive or whatever, XYZ company. He's not looking for a woman with a high-paying salary in another company doing a similar thing. Because we don't really think like that. I mean, if it happens, okay. It happens. But that wasn't his MO. It happens, but that's not really his MO. He ain't really, he's really looking for the girl that's like a breath of fresh air. he can come home to. She's like, she's a, she could be eye candy. She's very supportive, very nurturing. She can take care of the household. If he leaves, he don't have to worry about everything falling apart. You know, that's the type of woman he's looking for. That's most guys are looking for. He's looking for someone to be loyal, someone to be on his side, someone to put some gasoline on what he has, and it's going to shoot off. That's what most guys are looking for. Really. Most guys ain't looking for a woman that's making tons of money. No. That's women. That's woman talk. Not all women. Unless some of them that's shallow out there like that. See, I had a millionaire told me a long time ago. Because I told him I wanted to be rich. I was talking that talk. He said, if you wanted to be rich, you would have done it already. You wouldn't be sitting down talking to me about it. He said, you would have figured it out. He said, I don't care what obstacle came about. I don't care who you met. I don't care how much they talk shit. I don't care what naysayer said this. I don't care how racist it was. I don't care. He said, I don't care what scenario came about. You would have figured it out already. You would have done it. You would have been rich already. You wouldn't be sitting here talking to me, paying me money. And I thought about that when he said that. And that kind of bothered me. Because I never had nobody be so honest about it. And I thought about that for the next day or two. And I was like, you know what? He's right. If I really wanted it bad enough, if it was a priority for me, I would have done it already. I would have figured it out already. And I use that same philosophy with women that talk about how they can do better and I can do bad by myself. I told this one girl one time, if you could do better, you would have had them already. If you were the shit, I would have never met you. You would have been, some guy would have wifed you up at 25, no later than 30. You would have never been over here. You would have been in an entirely different environment. She didn't like that. Because, see, I understand in this world that we live in, you get who you are. You don't get what you want. So, see, there's a lot of women out here that think they got a lot of options. That's an illusion. You really don't have a lot of options. You think you do because you got a job that you like and you can go buy a bunch of stuff. Cars, clothes. That ain't got nothing to do with having options. You might have a lot of guys lurking around because they want to smash, but that don't mean you have options. It's an illusion. It's a trap that women have fell for in this country, and a lot of women don't really catch on until they're about late 30s, 40s, sometimes 50s. And they finally figured out that, oh, I made so many mistakes. You messed up. Because you thought you were somebody that you wasn't. That's what it was. If you were had so many options, you got all this over here, but your relationships suck. So you really ain't all that. It ain't what you're not really who you claim to be. That's what the millionaire was trying to tell me. That's the whole point he was trying to tell me. Because if you really wanted to meet that guy that you really wanted to be with, the guy that you claim you deserve, you would have had them already. You wouldn't have had to settle. You wouldn't be around people that you think you're better than. Because in this world, you get who you are. You don't get what you want. Now, you might get lucky and end up with a woman or end up with a man that's quote, quote, the one you want to be with. But eventually you'll blow it. You blow it. And then you turn around and justify why it didn't work out. It didn't work out because of you. Because your mind is all messed up. You just think the stuff on the exterior and the stuff you have on paper matters. Nobody cares about that stuff. Nobody really cares about that. Great that you graduated from an Ivy League college, or you got a lot of accomplishments, and you got a bunch of plaques, and you got a lot of awards. I got a bunch of that stuff. And you got a nice car and clothes, and you look nice. Nobody cares about none of that stuff. Nobody cares. And that's the problem with a lot of people out there. They think just because they've accomplished so much, people are supposed to lay down and be happy that they're around them. It doesn't work like that in the real world. Maybe in these small little circles it works like that. There's some of that. There's a lot of butt kissing out here. But once you get out of your little shell, out of your little world, nobody cares about that. Nobody knows who you are if you're in another state. If you live in Atlanta and you go to some place like LA, nobody knows who you are. You beat somebody, some random person, nobody knows who you are. Nobody's going to lay down for you because of your accomplishments or where you work. People are going to pick up on if you're lame or not. They'll pick up on it. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. You're not fooling nobody. People know if you're a fraud. People know if you're perpetrating. Whether you're a man or a woman, they can pick up on it. They might not know exactly what's going on with you, but they know something ain't right about you. They know that being around you doesn't feel right, doesn't feel good. So the reality is, most women, they don't have a lot of options. They only have what they have at that moment when you meet them. And the friends that they have around them, that's their level of consciousness. So it is what it is. So hey, like this video, share this video, Tell me what you think below. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.